Hello, my friend. It's a good day to have a good day. So in this course, we've talked about a lot of different uses for artificial intelligence and automation, growth hacks, and things like this to really give ourselves an edge to duplicate ourselves, to get a lot more done, to be more efficient, to be more effective, to deliver great results consistently, all through the help of technology, especially artificial intelligence. I remember when I was in 5th grade or 6th grade, and I had so much homework I had to do, and my dream was always to have another me so that I could just give him all of the work and I could just sleep. And so finally that day has come because of artificial intelligence. It's here, and it's kind of like the genie that grants any wish that we ask it to. Now, with all of this stuff, with this whole bag of tricks, like how do we start monetizing this stuff? Like how do we get like real tangible results with all of the effort that we're putting into learning all of this stuff? How can we replicate this scene with this guy holding this stack of $100 bills here, right? In this lesson, I'm going to teach you like A to Z, like simple steps to start monetizing this, like everything you need to know, and you're ready to start getting paid for using AI. I'm not saying that this is the best strategy, but it is a strategy that works. It's one that I've been using for a very long time. I haven't been using AI, but I've been leveraging growth hacks for a very long time, for at least like 14, 15 years. I've been using software as a staple of my business, going back at least 8 years, where I had software doing all the work for me and I just had to set things up and get the clients. And that's kind of the model that I want to talk about in this video. And I think that there's never been such an opportunity like this before, because as soon as you have an idea, you're basically able to implement it right away using AI. And that's just so powerful. You can just get your ideas to the market right away and start earning money. So there's no reason why you can't, within a few weeks or less, get enough clients to get a full-time income and use AI to do all of the work. And that's what we're going to talk about in this. I'm going to talk about everything from how to create your service, how to find something that you can offer, and how to start picking up clients and getting paid. So here's where I'm going to shamelessly plug my own site and my blog. I have a lot of really great free content that gives you a lot of strategies for things that you can try, exact steps and guides that you can follow, and these are all for free. Like how to get a well-paying remote work role. Like there's a list of 60 remote work sites where you can find job opportunities where they will pay you well to do this AI stuff for them. But what I'm looking for is there's actually an article. I do occasionally post articles where I talk about different tools and how to use them. Like this one, for example, 26 artificial intelligence tools. And so you can try finding tools out there. I mean, there's all kinds of tools. If you go to YouTube, if you just do a Google search, you can find different tools. And what you want to do is you want to find a tool that you really like. So for example, there's one called Super Meme, and it's basically AI will generate memes for you, and you can basically charge a flat rate to generate memes for people. They just give you the prompt, and then you can create all of the memes. Super Meme will give you like 10 memes just from one prompt. Video is another example. You can work with people to upload like coaches, for example, consultants, that they have long videos. You can turn those long videos into reels. So from one long video, if it's like 20 minutes long, you can have like 20 short clips from that they can use to market their business on social media. We've talked about how to do that in other lessons. But here's another one, like 11 Labs. That's one that's very popular. So, I have all the links in here. But basically, a client can upload their voice, and you can create audio files from them using their exact sounding voice, and you can offer this as a service to people. And as long as, you might be asking, well, why don't they just do it themselves? As long as you're able to communicate the benefit to people and say like, hey, this is the price I want to charge, this is the benefit, this is what it's going to be able to do for you, then it's a compelling offer to people. They'll be willing to give this a try. So let's talk more about, here's another site if you want to find different kind of tools, supertools.therundown.ai, and you can do a search for any kind of tools that interest you and whatever it is that you might want to offer to people. So social media, video editing, free AI tools, Now, I don't really recommend free AI tools. I recommend, there are some good ones out there, but you want something that has like a little bit of a barrier to entry so that you can be, so that you can leverage something that's a paid solution and get paid for that. But you can see there's all kinds of things that you can leverage, all kinds of AI tools that you can leverage, and you can offer these as services to other people. So what I'd like to recommend to you, you can just keep going through, you can browse by category. This is one I've been using. It basically helps you to create email follow-up campaigns and so forth. So you can create a productized service where the AI does all of the heavy lifting. There's some other websites out there. So, everyone knows AppSumo, for example. They have a lot of lifetime deals where you can buy something and for like $50, and you can use that tool for life and offer that as a service. There's some other ones like Dealify. And what you would do is you would start searching by artificial intelligence. So I will do like a search like site.dealify.com, artificial intelligence. And then I can go through and I can see different things that are out there. Content writers, Canvas tool, and then you can just kind of do some brainstorming. Maybe you can take a list and write down different ideas for things that you might want to offer. If I check out like AppSumo, everything is pretty much artificial intelligence these days. Okay, so there's something very interesting, governance and cybersecurity. And we see that we'd want to make sure that we're only, yeah, so we're getting a lot of comments, unfortunately. So we'd need to somehow remove that URL minus questions. Let me see if I'm doing this right. And then we'd also want to minus reviews and minus okay, well, you get the idea. I'm pretty sure I'm not doing that right, so I should have researched that before. But you can do this for any site if you just want to find things out there very quickly. I prefer to use Google search to kind of do like an X-ray search of sites because it's faster. Producthunt.com, there's another one. So we can go through and we can just quickly look through lists like this. And then there's other sites where we can kind of just see, for example, like what people are offering. If I go to Upwork, we can see artificial intelligence jobs. And basically, we're just looking for ideas, and then eventually we find something that we really like, right? And ideally, we want to find products, things out of the box that we can use and resell. So as an example, you can also go in like Facebook groups. There's a lot of LTD groups where you can find things, post and get ideas. This is one that I found recently. It's called Oxalo. And I saw there were some good reviews when people were talking about it in social media. It basically, you can take any product page, you put the URL in there, it will take the product description and add photos and things, and an AI voice to create product images for e-commerce products and so forth for the pages. And it's a very easy sell as long as the quality is high, as long as you can put out good quality videos. You can find a lot of e-commerce owners who need help getting more sales and telling them, look, I'll help you make these product videos and it'll help improve your conversions. So something like that is an easy sell to business owners. And the key thing is to remember, you can come up with maybe 3-4 different ideas for services that you might want to offer. Maybe start with your favorite one. And you have to remember that business owners, like people that aren't running agencies like this, where they're offering a service to other business owners, people that have like local businesses or e-commerce businesses or a course business or a coaching business, they always need help of some kind, because they're trying to earn more money, but there's always so much to do. But if you're just leveraging a service like this and AI is doing the work, you don't really need anything. You don't need an office. You don't need, excuse me, you don't need like a lot of capital to start. I mean, we can see that this has only, this lifetime deal starts at $49. A lot of these tools are free, and you don't need to have even a website to start doing this. You just need to be able to present the benefit of what you have to offer, and from there you might just want to build some conversations with people. Maybe you might want to get some reviews of your service and so forth, and that's really all you need to start earning money. So, I mean, you could start a website, but what I would probably do if I were to start over again is I would just go onto a site like Fiverr and I would start creating a gig where you can create a simple page that has all of the details of what it is you want to offer, and then you can start promoting it. So what we'll do is we will go to Fiverr and we will create our own gig, and we will use AI to help us create the gig. So for example, let's say I want to help people turn their long form content. And let's say I want to target like coaches, consultants, and I want to help people turn their long form videos into reels that can get them a lot of followers, subscribers, and help them make more sales of their courses. So I'm going to go under gigs and I'm going to go to create a new gig. I just created one last night, by the way, just to test this. And then we see like gig title, category, search tags, and so forth. So to fill out all of this, I'm just going to use ChatGPT to create answers to all of these fields very quickly. And so last night I actually did go through this entire process because I was just kind of curious about it. When I had this idea, I just kind of wanted to execute it. So I already have a lot of these prompts in here for another service that I created yesterday. But basically, I just want to say like, hey, I want to create a gig for Fiverr. Can you help me with each of the steps? So let's say that we're going to do the same, but we're going to do it for video AI. And I will just tell ChatGPT the different things that I need. So I want to create a gig for Fiverr. I want to help coaches and B2B consultants to turn their long form video content into short form content that they can use to get viewers, subscribers, leads, and sales from platforms like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Also, we can help to post their short form content as well. They can sit back and enjoy the benefits. Can you help me fill out the fields for Fiverr, starting with the 80-character title and categories and so forth? Oh, I need to mention that I want to use video AI. There we go. I want to tell ChatGPT everything because it's like my partner in crime, my accomplice. You want to do something naughty, ChatGPT's all right, I'll help you do it. So it'll give me kind of a long description here, but we can see that it already gave me FAQs and stuff, which I didn't ask for. I will transform your video content into... Okay, so that's not bad. Let's try that. Category is video editing, obviously. I will transform your long-form video. That's fine. Into engaging shorts and reels. Okay, and then we'll just go through and select video editing as the category. Then we need to fill in the metadata, the type of videos that you edit. So we can select, I'm not sure how many. Gosh, that's really a tough one. I would say just like long form content. No specific category for that. And then there's a few more fields that we need to fill in here. So um, can you give me 5 tags? Hopefully that understands what I mean by tags. There we go. So perfect. Now I just need to add these one by one. Video transformation. That's an interesting one. And I'll just hit enter after each one. Oh, short form content creation. That's okay. Social media optimization. Maybe Reels, I guess, would be the last one. Oh, that's already 5. Okay. So there we go. And then, of course, it'll tell me that something is still missing. Can't add dashes like that. Save and continue. Okay, can't be more than. Perfect. Okay. Ah. Okay. That's less than 20 characters. All right, so now we're getting to the fun stuff, talking about pricing. We just have a few more steps. We do the pricing, and then we start doing some promotion and so forth. So when it comes to pricing your services, I have my own scientific strategy that I like to use. I'm not saying that it's the best strategy, but it's one that I find very simple and it's easy to get started with. I like to break things down into increments of 5. So I want to be able to count the number of clients that I have to be able to cover my living expenses on one hand. So that means 5 clients or less, and it covers my monthly expenses. So whatever that is for you, I mean, you probably have that number. You can divide that by 5, and that's how much you would want to charge, at least initially. You know, you can tweak these prices later on once you've validated your idea and so forth. But for example, if you're living in a place like here, like in Southeast Asia or Eastern Europe or South Asia, like Nepal, for example, you can take a nice round number of like $1,000 a month, and that's generally enough to cover all of your living expenses in a place like this. I've rented rooms like earlier this year I was in Southeastern Europe and I rented a big studio with a kitchen and a couch for 220 euro a month. And then I was cooking at home, so I was well under that 1,000 a month for my living expenses. But if we just take that number, figure out what that number is for you. If you're living in California, where I'm from, it might be much higher. You might want to move someplace like this, like Malaysia or to Thailand. But just divide it by 4 or by 5, and that gives you some ideas for different pricing tiers that you can offer just to start. So within the first month, you're making enough to cover your living expenses, and then from there you can start to scale and get more clients. The beauty for this is that the beauty of this approach, at least for me, is that we can easily get 4 or 5 clients in very little time at all. And if the service is working, people are happy, they're sending us referrals, we retain those clients, we can multiply that by 5 and we can get to 25 clients, and then we're ready to keep growing from there. But this is where we would want to start. And I think that 5 is easy and manageable while we get all of our ducks in a row, we perfect our processes. It's easy to manage all of those clients. Like if I had 5 clients doing this service, probably in a couple of hours, I could do a month worth of content for each client. So we're looking at like maybe 2 or 3 days worth of work, and I've finished setting up everything for those 5 clients. So it's very manageable. All right, so let's go back and we will ask ChatGPT to come up with pricing packages. So I'll basically tell it that I need we need to think about this a little bit. I need to come up with pricing packages for basic, standard, and premium tiers. I'm imagining that the basic package would offer one video, short-form video per day for an entire month. And the other packages, let me move this to make sure I don't make any typos here. Okay. More videos as well as a done for you service where we also post the videos we create, where we also post or schedule to their social media channels. And I'm kind of curious to see what pricing ChatGPT comes up with, but we can always fix that later if it's not in the price range that we want. Yeah, it doesn't come up with prices. So so let's say like if we needed to have 5 clients, then we're talking about $200 a month if we want to get to that nice round number of 1,000. So we could say between 200 to 350. So thank you, but can we set pricing tiers starting from 200 to 350? So if 3 clients sign up for the 350 package, then we only need 3 clients. If we get 5 at the 200 price point, then we only need 5. So I like that. It's quite simple. Okay, perfect. So we might not be able to add all of these descriptions and so forth, but let's just go through and I will pause the video and then I will add all of this information. So as I'm adding this information, I kind of noticed an issue here, right? So I was thinking that premium would include like posting. So what we could do is, you see, so it kind of didn't understand like 2 short-form videos per day. So it basically means 60 videos for the whole month, but it's only $75 more. So that probably wouldn't be tenable. So we have to kind of think there, like, I think with the complete package seems to be okay. So, but it's not really on the same wavelength. Like we want to include like posting services, and that's actually very easy to set up using Sue Social or Mass Planner like I'm using. We can basically schedule all of the reels in there. But we need to think about how we would want to price and how we'd want to upsell this, because I think that $275 is too cheap for double the amount of content. So it's not as easy as just copying and pasting from the AI, but it does give us some things to think about, which we probably wouldn't have thought about if we hadn't gone through this process of filling out all of these fields and so forth. So with the enhanced package, what we can do is we can either increase the price where we are offering a lot more videos, or we would also do the posting. So probably what I would do is, yeah, there might be some clients that would want to post like 5 to 10 times per day, and so it would really be a lot, but we would need to plan that accordingly. So that would kind of be like a special request, but we might get a client that would want us to post like 10 videos a day. They really want to go all in. They have a big budget, and we could charge 10 times more. We just multiply that. So we might charge like $2,500 a month. And then, we're starting to scale up this business. But for now, let's just say, let's just put it to 60 short form videos. And then the complete package. Plus done for you posting. Oh, they don't allow dashes. So we can also do like upsells and stuff if they have like special requests. Ooh, delivery time. I would say at least 3 days. Footage provided by buyer, that's a good question. So if we do 30 videos, if I look here, we'd probably need, I guess, up to 75 minutes. Let's just say, let's just put it at 60 just to start. The length of the edited video, yeah, that's correct. Color grading. Yes. Provide a thumbnail for the buyer's video. No. So we can think of ways, it's already giving us ideas for ways that we can improve the service and charge more. But we want to keep things simple for now. Source file, no. Okay, and we need to accordingly charge more for each package. So, okay, price. So we said 200 would be the one to start with, right? It's 200 per month. Yes. Okay. And so what we'll do is we'll actually take the complete package, 350 per month, and make that the medium package. So what do we have to start with? Okay, 200. That's very affordable for everyone. And so they actually save $50 using that package by buying in bulk. And let's just say $4.99 for this option. So we are using Fiverr, but you can see that these gigs are not listed at $5. The psychological benefit of one, I mean, if we use Fiverr gigs, we can put these ideas out very quickly without having to, register our domain, set up the hosting, do all these extra things. And psychologically, when we approach people and we put this link to Fiverr, people will subconsciously, psychologically think that they're getting a good price because they'll think that you're charging a competitive price because it's obviously on Fiverr. So that's usually appealing to potential clients to try your service. And then we have some other options here like extra fast delivery for an extra $50. I'm not doing this in a scientific way. But let's just say blah, blah, blah. Okay. We can always edit this later, so there's no right or wrong answers. I don't really want to do revisions. Thumbnails, that's a curious one. Let's just say an extra $50. I don't exactly know how we would go about doing that, but I mean, how we would systemize that. But I'm sure there's an option for everything. Okay, let's say $4.95. Great, now we get to the description. Okay, so I'm going to use whatever I said last time, whatever prompt I used last time. FAQ, okay. So I don't really have a prompt. That's okay. So 1,200 characters. All right, so I actually wrote something yesterday when I had this idea, and I saved it to my notes on my phone here. And we will use this as a template to pitch this service to coaches and course creators, but we really want to focus on the benefits and so forth. So let me just copy that from my notepad, and I'm going to add this to a Google document. And the reason I want to show you this is because I transcribe this into notes when I have this idea, like how I want to approach people and offer this this service to people. And you can do the same when you're out for a walk or something like that. So I've just saved it to a Google Doc and transferred it from my phone to my laptop that way. It's in the cloud. So let's go ahead and open that where it says untitled document. And so this is just a rough draft. I will probably edit this in a moment. But help me to create a 1,200 I want to sell people on the benefits. Coaches to turn long form content that can and send more people to there. There we go. So it'll go to work to come up with that. Now, the next thing is we would need to come up with the frequently asked questions, and that's pretty easy. So this does not look like 1,200 characters. Can you rewrite this, but under 1,200 characters, including the main selling points? There we go. So this might, I think ChatGPT is getting too carried away. This might not be, okay, I can probably edit this to make it more, sell the benefits more, like taking advantage of this phenomenon. Yeah, it wasn't under 1,200 characters. That's okay. Let's just take what we want. Let's remove that expert support part. So I would definitely sell the power of shorts and reels. Incredible benefits of because I mean I've seen like really basic looking reels where the guy's just like walking around the airport and he says, here's where you can get cheap, affordable food at the food court in Bangkok's airport, and this video will get like 6 million views just from a 20-second or 30-second video. It's just crazy how viral these little reels go. Okay, this might be good for now. I'll probably edit this later before I start pitching this to people, because I want to talk about, I want to cite the opportunity. I want to talk about the potential of these videos to go viral. That would be like one of the main selling points. And then I might want to say, you know, what I call a unique safety proposition, where I put like this is what clients are saying, you know, this is how happy our clients are, you know, provide some reviews and testimonials from clients that I've worked with before, and then maybe like offer 7 days free. I don't have time to add that now, but I'll do that later. So you see what I mean? Like I'm adding these unique propositions where I say, you know, if you start, I can also offer you 7 days for free. That's not a trial, mind you. When they sign up, they get 7 days for free. So they have to pay first before I go to work. Very, very important distinction. But then I'd also want to include some testimonials, maybe from my LinkedIn, that, you know, endorsements people have written and so forth. And that will help me to get clients, to get more clients. Then we just need to write an FAQ. So I'm just going to copy and paste. And then we can add the FAQs one by one. And then we're almost done with setting up the gig, and then we're ready to start promoting it. And this video is already running pretty long, so I'm going to pause this and add the FAQ so we can move on to the next step. Okay, beautiful. So all of our FAQs are done. ChatGPT really does an excellent job of answering FAQs and coming up with the FAQs in the first place. So let's go save and continue, and we can finally get this gig out into the world. We just need to do a few more steps, like adding questions after they sign up. These are onboarding questions, and creating an image for our gig. So here's where you can request any details need to complete the order. I don't really know what questions we would ask, but let's ask ChatGPT. So beautiful that ChatGPT can do all this for us. What questions should we ask to complete the order? Okay, so it's giving us some good questions. Obviously, we would need to get the videos. Please provide the long-form videos that you would like us to transform into short-form content. Up to 75 minutes per 30 videos is ideal. These can be one video or several. Attachment. Oh, so like a call to action. Yeah, this is a good one. Yes, these are actually really good questions. Okay, so I think that's enough. This tutorial has already been running pretty long, but we've really accomplished a lot, and you can easily replicate this entire process within an hour or two and start selling your service and getting clients. So here we can also add a video about our service. Maybe we can use AI to create the video for us. I'm probably not going to do that now. I think that's optional. It could be something to add later. But we can add an image. So for this, there's some different images we can create. If I want to create something quickly, I might just go to freepik.com. If you're familiar with Canva, you can also use that. But I prefer to use Photoshop for all of my images because it's the industry standard solution. But then we need to find up an image that aligns with the theme. So let's say Instagram Reels or something. Just type in Reels. And then we have the option to select photos or vectors, which are kind of like illustrations and so forth. And let me go out of this. We want to find something that really kind of grabs our attention, because that will also grab attention for clients. So this is kind of cool. But yeah, I can't really seem to find anything I like here. That one's kind of okay, except for the color. But if we open these in new tabs, it'll also give us more suggestions for other things we can check out. Down here, we can see other suggestions, and we can try to find something that we like. We can also try Google, so we can type in like social media growth. But a lot of these would be very generic. Yeah, not really what we want. So we get better quality images on a site like FreePic. But I think one of these vector images, which are basically like illustrations, are okay. So I can download this for free as a JPEG, or I can just copy and paste it into a platform like Photoshop. I think this one's kind of cool too. I like that one a little more than the red. So let's go ahead and copy that. And then we need to make sure that we know the dimensions of the gig. So let's go to gig image guidelines. And then I'll just open up Photoshop and create a nice title based on the dimensions. So how many pixels? Okay, so it doesn't tell us. That's kind of strange. Thankfully, Google is here for us. Okay, 1280 by 769. So I'll just go ahead and load up Photoshop really quickly. And I'm going to be pausing the video at certain points from here because I want to keep this video as short as possible. It's already more than 40 minutes long, so I'll go ahead and let that load. And you can see an image that I actually created yesterday when I was testing out this process of image upscaling using the application upscale. Basically started out with this low resolution image. I used a filter, I think it was this one, Pixelate Mosaic, to make it look really pixelated, and then a little bit less pixelated, and then really sharp and clear. So the benefit is communicated clearly in the image itself, no ambiguity. So let's make this 1280. We'll open a new document here. And if you're asking where I got that AI image of myself in the first place, I used profilepicture.ai. And then you upload the photos of yourself, and it will come up with those cool looking AI images. So, and it's not very expensive. I think probably like $10 or $9. You can get a bunch of AI images like that to use in your marketing. So let's go ahead and paste the image that we just copied. And then we'll just want to add a title. So for this, I would try to find like a font that you really like from other thumbnails. You can take a screen capture from like, if you go to YouTube and you see some thumbnails that you really like, take a screen capture, put that screen capture in what the font. You can just Google what the font, and it will tell you the name of the font, and then you can use you can download that font and use it in your own marketing. So I'm going to be using this font Saki, which is this one here, and I will just add an appealing title. For now, it's pretty straightforward. I don't really have time in this lesson to create something, a work of art. We'll just create something simple. Let's just say experience viral growth on social media. I want to have the benefit in there. And let's make this big. And it's white at the moment, so we can't see it. But I'm actually going to use the eyedropper tool here and select another color from this. So maybe we'll do that, or maybe green. That's fine. And then I need to go under Windows Character to fix this. There we go. Experience viral social media growth with Reels. Let's say Reels and Shorts. Okay, and then let's make that center aligned. Okay, so it's not my best work, but that gets the job done for now. If I wanted to spend more time on this, I can do that. Or enjoy social media growth. Let's make this a little bit shorter. Okay, so that communicates the benefits. I probably edit this later, make it look nicer. But I'm going to go ahead and save that, and I'm going to upload it. Okay, so I've uploaded the image as the title for the gig, and that should be good for now. I'll probably come back to this later and make it look nicer. Oh, okay, so we also need to come up with a video too. Okay. So in that case, for now, I might just upload an example of a video that I've already created doing this using AI. Unfortunately, none of these are really related to this gig, so I probably need to come up with my own video where I'm actually talking. But for now, let's just fill that requirement so that we can move on and publish the gig. Let's do this one, err on the side of action. Take action and purchase our service. So I'm definitely going to replace that as soon as possible, where I'm actually talking and selling the benefits. And actually, let's, so how long was that video supposed to be? Up to 75 seconds. Okay. Can you help me come up with a 60-second video script where I sell this service and praise the benefits? Oh, I should tell them to create a call to action as well. Okay, so thank you, but I just want one script, and that not so thank you, but I just want one script. Okay, that's okay. I'll work on that later. This lesson is already getting a bit long, so I'm going to create a second part about how we can start getting clients in the next lesson, which will be a companion to this one. So let's go to publish gig, and basically there we go, we're done. So this is part one. I've decided that I'm going to create a part two showing how we can start promoting this gig and start getting clients for our new service that we just created. And yeah, so our gig is live now. Let's just go ahead and just view that. And then we're ready to start promoting and making some money. Perfect. All right, so that's it for this one. And when you're ready, maybe you might want to go ahead and think about what gig that you want to create, maybe come up with some ideas. Go ahead and publish those gigs to Fiverr. You can do this in less than an hour, and then we'll start talking about how we can start promoting this and getting clients and start making some money. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.